Have you ever met an animal's eyes and wondered what it believes you are? Not whether it loves you or feels safe around you, but what kind of being it thinks is standing in front of it. To a dog, are you family? To a cat, are you the person who exists to open food? To a bird, are you a huge featherless creature? And to a wild animal, are you danger, an opportunity, or something too strange to understand? Animals do not see us the way we see ourselves. We think about our names, careers, phones, homes, and complicated daily lives. Animals know none of that. They read us through scent, noise, movement, repeated routines, and the way we behave. So the real question is not, do animals understand people? A better question is, what sort of creature do they think we are? Let's begin with dogs. Dogs may be better at reading us than almost any other animal. They notice our facial expressions, follow where we point, recognize our voices, and pick up changes in our mood. A dog does not mistake you for another dog. It knows you look different, smell different, and move differently. But that does not place you outside its social world. To a dog, you belong to its group. You bring food, safety, play, and emotional stability. That is why coming home matters so much to them. Your return is not just a normal moment, it is a reunion. In a dog's mind, humans may be odd pack members who walk on two legs, have terrible noses, and somehow control all the treats. Cats are different. They understand humans, but they respond to us in their own way. A cat probably knows you are not a cat. You are bigger, louder, and far less graceful. Yet cats often act toward us in ways that resemble how they behave around other cats. They rub against us, blink slowly, and sometimes bring us objects. Some researchers think cats treat us more like social companions than bosses. When a cat meows at you, it is usually using a sound meant especially for humans. Adult cats do not often meow at one another. They mostly do it with us. That suggests cats have developed a special way to communicate with people. Maybe, in their minds, we are giant creatures that can be trained. Then there are horses. Horses are prey animals, so they survive by noticing body language. They pay attention to tension, posture, breathing, and confidence. Your words may matter less to a horse than the feeling you bring into the space. When you are nervous, the horse may become uneasy too. When you are calm, it may begin to trust you. To a horse, a human can look like a predator-shaped animal that does not always behave like a predator. We have forward-facing eyes, and we often approach directly. But we also offer food, grooming, and companionship. Over time, horses can learn that humans are safe guides, strange members of the herd who lead them, feed them, and ask them to do very specific things for reasons only humans seem to understand. Birds may see us in an even more unusual way. Parrots, crows, ravens, and even pigeons are far smarter than many people realize. They can recognize faces, solve problems, and in some cases understand patterns, tools, and social relationships. A crow that has been treated badly by one person can remember that face for years and may even alert other crows. A kind person may be remembered as safe. A threatening person may be remembered as dangerous. Parrots can form strong bonds with humans too. Some may treat their caretakers like flock members. Others may see them as partners, rivals, or parental figures. To a bird, we are enormous, wingless creatures with strange voices and powerful hands. But we control doors, food, lights, and attention. That probably makes us extremely important. Now think about wild animals. A deer does not care about your personality or where you work. It notices your shape, your scent, the way you move, and how close you are. For many wild animals, humans become one of two things: a threat or background noise. In cities, pigeons, foxes, raccoons, and squirrels learn that people are part of the environment. We are like moving trees that occasionally drop food. Sometimes we are dangerous. Sometimes we are useful. Most of the time, we are simply there. A city squirrel may not see you as a person at all. It may see a huge obstacle that might produce snacks. A raccoon may see humans as the owners of magical containers filled with food. Those containers are trash cans. From a raccoon's point of view, human civilization might look like a complicated system designed to create leftovers. Marine animals have their own view of us. Dolphins are often curious about humans. We may look to them like slow, awkward swimmers. Underwater, We are clumsy. We need equipment to stay below the surface. We release bubbles and move in a strange, unnatural way. Whales may barely think about us at all. We are tiny beside them. A person next to a whale is almost like a bird beside a building. Still, some whales seem careful around people. That does not mean they understand our thoughts. It may simply mean they can sense our small size, movement, and vulnerability. Octopuses may have one of the strangest perspectives of all. They are intelligent, but their minds work very differently from ours. Their arms can explore and react almost independently. They change color through their skin and experience the world in ways we can barely imagine. To an octopus, a human may be a large, predictable animal on the other side of the glass. Some octopuses can recognize individual caretakers and react differently depending on who approaches. They may not know exactly what we are, but they know we matter. Here is the interesting part. Animals may not understand us mainly as a species. They may understand us as patterns. Dogs learn that keys often mean someone is leaving. Cats learn that the sound of a can usually means food. Crows learn which faces are dangerous. Squirrels learn who throws crumbs. They may not ask, "What is a human?" In their own way, they may ask, "What does this creature usually do?" That may be the most honest answer. To animals, we are not just one thing, we are many things, and perhaps that should make us more humble. Humans often act as though we are the main characters on Earth, but animals are not trying to understand our jobs, politics, or dreams. They are trying to stay alive. They watch us more closely than we realize. Every sound we make, every habit we repeat, every choice we take teaches them something. We are constantly showing animals what kind of creature we are, not through words, but through behavior. And in the end, that may be the only language that truly matters.